Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Dak Prescott's playoff struggles explained amid Dallas Cowboys contract standoff. The Dallas Cowboys face a dilemma amid ongoing contract negotiations with quarterback Dak Prescott. Prescott enters the 2024 season ranked 9th among active quarterbacks in career passing yards, has led the Cowboys to the playoffs 4 times but boasts a meager 2-4 record in those 6 postseason contests and has yet to guide Dallas out of the NFC divisional round in his career. Owner Jerry Jones and the Cowboys may need to decide whether consistently competing and producing some of the most prolific statistics during the regular season at the position are worth rewarding over gambling that the franchise can hitch its wagon to a new signal caller in hopes of finally delivering postseason success. Thus far, Prescott's postseason history has been underwhelming. Inside Dak Prescott's Dallas Cowboys playoff struggles. Pro Football Focus Sam Monson recently took a deep dive into Prescott's advanced metrics, uncovering what might be holding the Cowboys back in the most meaningful games. In postseason play, Dak averages half a yard less per pass attempt, Monson points out for PFF, and has a worse turnover-worthy play rate to go along with a worse big-time throw rate. 3.0% to 3.5% and 4.5% to 3.5%, respectively. By every conventional measure, Prescott has been a significantly worse quarterback in the playoffs than in the regular season. This isn't necessarily uncommon. Of the 14 quarterbacks who recorded at least 40 dropbacks in last season's playoffs, every single one earned a worse PFF grade than their regular season baseline. Most, however, did not suffer the magnitude of drop-off that Prescott has over his career, and several were just about in line with how they had played in the regular season. While playoff games by definition feature more difficult competition, the fact that Prescott hasn't been able to overcome some of the game's stingier defenses to make a lengthy postseason run given the abundance of weapons around him could be enough to give Jones and the Cowboys pause. If the Cowboys and Prescott fail to strike a deal before the season begins, in that case, there is a very real possibility that the 31-year-old may need to change the narrative by leading a postseason run in order to justify a contract extension in the neighborhood of Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love's or Tua Tagovailoa's recent megadeals. Cowboys are working out 4 players Thursday. The Dallas Cowboys played well during the 2023 regular season, giving them confidence that they would find similar success in the playoffs. Despite their high hopes and expectations, the Cowboys lost their opening round game to the Green Bay Packers in blowout fashion. With this in mind, the Cowboys entered the offseason with change on their mind, hoping to add the right players to their roster to make a difference moving forward. Even though there are less than 2 months until the regular season kicks off, the Cowboys are still working to add to their roster, as evidenced by Nick Eatman's recent report. According to Eatman on Twitter, the Cowboys are bringing in 4 veteran pass rushers on Thursday for a workout. These players include Carl Lawson, who is the most decorated of the bunch. Eatman called out the fact that Lawson has amassed 27 sacks throughout his career, a number the Cowboys could certainly use from a new defender. The other players they are bringing in are less notable on paper, but at least one of them could carve out a role for themselves on this team. Those names are Shaka Toney, Alquadin Muhammad, and Justin Hollins. The Cowboys have some star power on the defensive side of the ball, starting with Micah Parsons, but every team needs depth, especially on defense. With any luck, they'll find a diamond in the rough from the players they are bringing in, hoping to get a solid player on a relatively budget contract. Veteran pass rusher hints at Cowboys signing after Williams' injury. Veteran pass rusher Carl Lawson posted a cryptic message on social media that suggests he's interested in signing with the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys are in need of a pass rusher after third-year defensive end Sam Williams went down with a torn ACL in training camp. Shortly after the news, Lawson dropped a one-emoji tweet of a star. Lawson, a former fourth-round pick, has played for the Cincinnati Bengals and New York Jets. He has 27 career sacks in 31 starts and 28 tackles for loss. Lawson's best year came as a rookie with the Bengals, when he managed 8.5 sacks. More recently, he had 7 sacks with the Jets in 2022 but only suited up for 6 games last season. He expressed his frustration with his lack of snaps. "I've always wanted to be the best version of myself for the team. But at the end of the day, I do want to be a football player, I do want to produce and I do want to help, because I'm a football player, not a cheerleader, so that's kind of where my head is at with that," Lawson said last season. If the Cowboys are looking for a veteran, cheap fill-in, Lawson would be the call to make. He's eager to contribute and would be able to do so alongside Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence. Cowboys had big plans for Sam Williams. Williams was the Cowboys' second-round pick in 2022. He quickly earned a spot in the rotation and has been a key contributor. Williams has 8.5 sacks over the last 2 seasons and has played about a third of the snaps on the defensive side of the ball. That was expected to go up this year following the departures of Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler. "We had big plans for him," Cowboys defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer said on Monday, July 29. "He was going to play an awful lot, probably, I'm guessing, 70 to 75% of the time. We'll just have to move some chess pieces around and try to figure out other ways to do things. With us moving Micah Parsons around a little bit, Williams was going to be out there with Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence.